One other thing I want to talk about is the joy of the shallow stack 3-bet. One play I like to mess around with is most regs, or serious players, seem to understand that very few people will 3-bet fold. Once stacks get under 22 big blinds or so, certainly 20 big blinds, some people might not even expect you to 3-bet fold if your stack's under 25 big blinds. In those spots, we can take some very bad hands and turn them into 3-bet folds, because given the fact that our hand is so bad, our equity will be so bad against their 4-bet range that we still won't be pot committed. If we're getting 2-1, it doesn't matter when we have, 28% equity against their range. And because people are operating under the assumption that there aren't a lot of 3-bet folds happening with stacks this size, when you 3-bet small from that stack, you can often give the impression of a very strong hand, which means that not only will you get them to fold their light range, you can also get them to hero fold some hands that might have called a shove, which is awesome. That's really fun. So just a fun play to use against thinking players, and I've included an example of that. This is from fairly deep in a tournament, and as you can see, we've got about 22 big blinds here. And this guy is a reg who I played with a decent amount, open under the gun, folds to us in the small blind, and we 3-bet it too at about 22,000. So we lay ourselves a pretty good price on our 3-bet. We lay ourselves about 1-1 on our 3-bet. In doing so, look really strong when we make it this size from our stack. And because it's a reg, and because, people do kind of play in fairly standard and maybe predictable ways, it's very unlikely that with stacks this shallow, he's going to take a flop. So the quality of my hand matters very little in this spot.